Hey, what's up? My name is Piper.
And I'm Giselle.
And you're listening to
Worth the Watch on the bedroom floor.
I always forget that.
We're on the bedroom floor now.
Yes, what the heck?
Not in the studio. On
No
the floor.
more.
No more.
Not
a
that you
rhyme.
can tell because this looks so much like a stew.
This is the stew. This is the new stew.
We
The
should
new
rent this space
stew.
out.
And when we start renting out my bedroom,
I need money.
it's
giving I
and you're
need
renting
money.
out my bedroom. I'm in bed. Someone's like, "Hey, I booked this space for I don't know 10:30."
10:30 a.m. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, just using the setup to film a self-tape.
What did you watch this week?
Not
much.
Not much. I also have sushi here, so I'm gonna be eating that.
Yeah, please.
Depriving Piper of sushi.
It's not like I'm hungry or anything.
I did mine up really nicely.
It does look really nice. Where'd
On
you
my
get?
cute little plate.
Is
I
that
have
cooked salmon?
cooked salmon and a
I
raw
would go
salmon.
for that. I like the raw salmon.
Oh, you don't like a cooked salmon?
No, not in the soup.
Anyway, so what have I been watching this week?
Yes.
I'm still watching Suits, and I'm
Yes.
kind of loving it.
It's obsessed.
like it's
What are
it's
you
just
up
one
to?
of the.
Because the seasons are quite long. Because
Yeah,
like
I'm
back
still
in like the
on
heyday
season-
of like TV,
I'm
where
still on
seasons
season
were,
1.
like 30 episodes. long.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
but it's so good when you're into a show that has so many
Oh my
episodes because it's
goodness.
just reliable, and I'm like
Totally.
I'm locked
What's
in,
it on actually? It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so convenient.
which is also good because that's like
Yeah.
the only streaming platform that I have.
Same.
Because
No. I
but
don't have
honestly,
anything.
it kind of doesn't have
anything.
anything.
No, Netflix has nothing.
Everyone's always watching the stuff that's on like HBO and stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
HBO Max,
Who
like,
has HBO?
What's the other one? HBO and Binge.
oh,
Binge. Everyone's
Binge.
on Binge.
Binge.
I like Stan.
But do you have Stan?
Nope.
Oh.
I had it for a while. Oh, actually, I think my sister has Stan, so I use hers.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I'm still watching Suits.
Yes.
Loving that. It's just like reliable and
So
it's
good. Those first
it's
few
good.
seasons are so good.
it's good. I'm just
Yeah,
like the
it's
drama
good.
and each episode there's like something new.
so good.
It's great. It's exciting. I started watching but didn't finish Frankenstein.
Oh.
Have you watched it?
No, I'm not interested, but I'm
You're
gonna
not
watch
interested?
it. I'm gonna watch it.
It's Oscar nominated.
I know,
So
that's
I'm-
why I want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm like trying to get through all of the Oscar
I'm
nominated ones.
almost there. I
Really?
have to watch F1,
Oh god.
Train Dreams.
Oh, that's on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. And Frankenstein.
Mm.
And then I think I'm done.
I
Watched
wow.
everything else.
Okay, I still have a lot of catching up
Really?
to do. Yeah, I think
No,
so.
I feel like you'll be. I swear.
not that.
I
What
took
about-
like a screenshot of it.
Like, I,
so
like,
far
really-
back on my camera.
I really need to have watched all of them so I can
No, like
have my
actually
own
an
opinion.
Yeah, Begonia, Frankenstein, F1, Hamnet, Mighty Supreme, One Bell After Another. Oh, I haven't seen The Secret Agent.
That yeah.
Sentimental
okay,
Value,
yeah.
Sinners, Train Dreams.
Okay,
So I've
I
got
haven't
4 to
seen
go.
Sentimental Value,
Have you
Train
seen Begonia?
Dreams.
Yeah,
Yes,
you've
I've
seen
seen Begonia.
I think you just have one more than me.
Isn't it a thing that the people like whoever votes for how is the Oscars done again? Is it the
I think it's
Oscars
like a
that
big voting party.
you don't have to have seen all of the films?
Yeah, it is.
That's like
It's so
corrupt.
lame. It's so corrupt.
I like started watching it a bit and then it got a bit late, so I went to bed.
So true.
But it's like I like it, but it's quite. It feels like the Polar Express. You know how that was done with motion capture or something?
Yeah.
It feels like that, but
Oh,
it's.
weird.
I don't know. I need to look into it because some of it is very obviously the Frankenstein stuff. Like they've made Jacob Elordi into a monster, so I think part of it was prosthetics and part of it has been like CGI.
Yeah, totally.
But there's this whole bit with like the people on the boat at the start, and it started, and I was like, these are not real people. They look
no.
AI.
Oh no, it probably
But it might just be like
maybe the way
CGI
it's been
vibes.
edited.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it just feels quite artificial, which
Yeah,
I
right.
think kind of goes against what Frankenstein should feel like to me. Like, have you seen the National Theatre version of it with Benedict Cumberbatch?
Okay, remind me.
And the other
who
guy.
Frankenstein's the big man, right?
It's the Frankenstein is actually the doctor that like puts together parts of
wants to,
dead
like,
bodies to make a
love
new
someone.
guy.
No, because I saw it. I
To make a
saw it
new
and
guy.
I hated it.
To keep
I saw the play.
the play,
Yes.
and you hated it.
Not in London. I saw it in Australia. I swear
When
to
was
God,
it
it was
here?
Frankenstein.
Wait.
Can you check
Let me
that?
see.
Because
'Cause
I'm
there's
like, it's
also-
either Frankenstein or it was something similar. But I really didn't like it, and everyone was like, "Really, you didn't like it?" And I was like, "Are you guys joking? Like that was terrible." But
Well, because the National Theatre version of
yeah, Deadass, I saw that. Yeah,
Yes.
the Princess.
Oh wait,
Theatre.
this was relatively recent.
Yeah. So it was like last year. Yeah,
Oh my
I
gosh.
I was not a fan.
Oh,
of that
I didn't
show.
know that it was here.
The Frankenstein was good, don't get me wrong, but the show itself I just was not that into. I can't remember why, but I had at the time I had really good reasons.
At the
I
time.
would literally,
No, I'll finish it and get back to you.
yeah, I'll have to watch it.
Anyway, what have you been watching?
Not a whole lot, to be totally honest.
Uh,
I watched the Super Bowl halftime
oh
show.
my god,
Did you
how was
watch
it? No, I did not.
It's really good. I would recommend. He's great. I like Bad Bunny. Like I didn't even know his music before. Like honestly, before watching that, I'd like heard of him, and then I thought it was awesome that he was performing. But his like one of his like most popular song is like this. Have you heard it? It's
No.
honestly, it's so good. I was just listening to it like on repeat. It's so good. But his performance was so awesome. And like, I don't know if you saw any of it, but there were like people dressed as like grass.
No, I did
Oh
not
my
see any
God.
of this. I didn't even know that
Like,
Bad
I'm
Bunny was
surprised
performing.
that oh my God, if you haven't heard about it, it's been like this whole thing. But yeah, it was such a great performance. And then Lady Gaga was in it as well.
What?
Yes, it was.
I think I live under a rock a bit.
No, I actually think so too, because this was quite an important performance. And then he had like the little boy who was like detained by ICE for like a few days. I don't know if you
Sorry,
saw
I was
that.
not laughing
and then,
at that. I was-
No, I didn't think so. But he was like detained by ICE, and then he put him in his performance, and he gave him the Grammy, and it was like the most beautiful, sincere moment ever.
Oh my god.
But yeah, if you see this grass, or like this, if you see like a better image of it, like this, they're all people dressed up as
Oh
grass.
my god.
I know. The only issue about this performance though is if you're actually at the Super Bowl, he's like surrounded by the grass, so you actually couldn't
You
see
couldn't
anything.
see him.
And I saw something on TikTok or Instagram, which I thought was so funny. They were like this: being in the stalls at the Super Bowl was like your neighbors having a party that you weren't invited to, because you can just kind of see something over
Really?
the
It's
hedges.
so like for the cameras.
So for the cameras. There were
But,
even parts
I
that were
mean-
like pre-filmed. Like there was this part where
Oh,
he like
wow.
fell through a roof, and it was like clearly pre-filmed, and then it was really cool. Actually, he did such a good job. Everyone's like in love with him. It's like everyone's like, whoa, Kendall Jenner didn't have
Oh my
bad
God.
taste. Actually, have you seen those rumors online that Kendall Jenner is like a lesbian and she had to address them? And one
Wait,
of
I
the
saw-
arguments was because she dated Bad Bunny, and they were like, well, he can barely speak English, which I don't think is entirely true, but they were like, there's a language barrier, that's why she dated him.
What?
Because she's a lesbian, and it was just it
No,
was a
I
really
saw-
funny argument.
I saw her like addressing that on when she was on Owen Thiel's
yes,
podcast.
But
I was like,
girl, please.
and she was like, everyone's like doing it in a really mean way though.
Yeah, she's
No one's like, welcome to the community. She was like,
oh, no offense. That's really funny. But yeah, I watched that, and then the Grammys were on this week, but I actually didn't watch them.
Oh,
just
yeah,
kinda,
I didn't watch the
heard about
Grammys.
them.
either. I just saw Chapel Roan's outfit and that's literally it.
I have with the nipple piercings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I just know Olivia Dean won Best New Artist.
Oh,
That's all I really. Oh my gosh, and Billy won Best Song for Wildflower, and everyone's confused like why it like can even be considered.
When did
I don't know.
release
That came out in like 2024 because it was up for all the nominations in
What?
2025. At the beginning of 2025, and she lost every single category she was nominated for. Do you remember that?
No.
She had like oh my god, it was like the most. I watched the entire Grammys being like this. Yes, hit me hard or soft, and didn't win a single thing. And then that happened
Damn.
to Sabrina Carpenter this year.
Oh.
But like, okay, no offense, like Man Child v Hit Me Hard and Soft, like two very different ball games. Or like Man's Best Friend, whatever her album was called.
Yeah.
Like Hit Me Hard and Soft actually deserves the Grammy. Sabrina Carpenter's great, but I was like, there were so many good artists up. Like I wasn't even.
How are the Grammys like
They
awarded?
happened. I don't know.
As in, how's it judged?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It'd be similar to any other award show, which I'm not sure how that works out. So, yeah.
Voting?
But that was pretty much it. But should we get into the main topic of today?
I think we should. What we both watched this week. One battle after another.
Now we're a bit late.
We are a bit late to this train. When did it come out? It came out
like September or something. Because I was reading an article and it said September 2025. I was like,
that would have been in the US.
In the US,
but
it probably came out here like late last year, like December.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. But also,
I just
that
never
being
got around to
said,
watching
it's
it.
still in cinemas,
Well,
so
yeah.
that really is saying something about it.
But I went to Cinema Nova, so it's still at Cinema Nova.
It's still at Cinema Nova. It's still at the Classic.
Yeah,
in
it's at
Elsternwick.
like the small cinemas still.
Yeah,
but
I
also
know it's at
coming up
Costa.
to like the Oscars, like all the Oscars
That's-
films have to be
That's so
in
true.
cinema.
That's so true.
Yeah, so yeah, went and saw that. It was a long film.
It was a long film.
Because I really
It was-
wanted to pee.
Oh.
So I had to leave.
Oh,
I know. I was like,
that's-
oh, just hold on. And I was like, I have
Something-
a feeling this is going to be a long film.
I knew that it was gonna be 3 hours.
Yeah,
going
yeah.
into
I think
it.
someone told me it, and then I just had like that.
Yeah.
I just remembered.
There's something about having to leave a film and come back. I feel like I'm gonna miss the most important part.
Totally. I don't think I did. I can't remember at what point I left, but I was like, I just have to go. I just have to go. And so many people sitting next to me.
Oh, was it?
I was at the end.
Full cinema?
It was a full cinema.
That's rare.
Yeah, I was
rare
at the
nowadays.
end and I had to run out. No. Anyways, but back to the film itself. Did you ever
One
like
battle
first,
after another.
like first thoughts? Sweet.
I feel like after watching it, I was just. I needed a moment to load what I had just watched
Totally.
because so much happens
Oh my gosh, yes.
and it's just so intense the whole time
yeah.
that you have to be really locked in and like
And there's actually lots of different characters.
there are but
And I'm
but
kinda
there's
like,
not actually
who is
It-
that?
I think what it does well is that whilst there are a lot of characters, there's not heaps of storylines.
Yeah.
Like they're all involved in the
they're
same
all weaved in.
the same storyline of the path of what's happening.
Totally.
But it is a bit all over the place.
It's like, but it all like is distilled in like this one relationship between like father
definitely.
and daughter, which apparently is like a common theme like in his like other films. It's like
Right.
all this like political turmoil comes down to like this like one relationship.
Yeah,
Which I think is really interesting. I think that's like where his films differ to other films. Like I couldn't help but compare this film to Eddington a little
That's
bit.
my exact thoughts.
Yeah, okay, I'm
Yes.
glad because it felt like this like kind of hopeless kind of character felt similar to the characters we saw in that film, and then obviously it's really politically relevant. And it felt like that, but I remember our argument in Eddington, and maybe I'm diving in a bit too deep, too fast. But like in Eddington, like this whole idea of like the political activism kind of felt like it was being made fun of a little bit, and then in this film, I read it's like what I liked about this film. It doesn't mock resistance, but it shows the cruel reality of like a failed resistant movement, rather than like kind of making fun of people trying. I really liked that.
My exact thoughts after watching it. I was like, this has the same feeling as Eddington, but I think this did what Eddington tried to do, or like kind of.
Because Eddington's not up for anything in the Oscars. Because that was this year, wasn't it? Oh, last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just think that Eddington was one that we said was not worth a watch. Or did we? Oh, no, we weren't sure.
No,
I can't remember.
I don't remember disliking it that much.
I feel like I was on the fence.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I remember we couldn't decide.
I think, yeah, definitely what this film did better than Eddington was not making a mockery of activism.
Yeah, totally.
And it felt way more grounded in truth and in... I think because it was grounded in the relationship of the father-daughter relationship that felt very real.
Felt very real.
It wasn't like just pull in like gags and jokes the whole time, trying
and it's like it's a satirical film. It is a satirical film, which is interesting. But the character himself is like kind of the satire, and he's like, I don't know, this hopeless, ridiculous character like that Leo plays. And that's where it's funny. It's not like funny in what is actually.
Yeah, the comedy was in the reactions of the characters, I think, and the way that they faced challenges, or the way that they like the dialogue and stuff. It wasn't necessarily built into the situation.
No,
if you know what I mean.
Not at all. And I think you can't make fun of it because it's like happening.
Oh,
I was like shocked at how I went in not knowing at all what it was.
I had no idea what it was about either.
No idea.
Yeah,
the only scene I'd seen is was like her shooting the gun with the pregnant stomach. What's her name? Tanya Taylor? No.
Teyana Taylor.
Teyana Taylor. Yeah, I've seen that.
And her character's name is Perfidia Beverly Hills. How awesome!
I love it. Perfidia. I thought it was
Perfidia Beverly Hills.
Her character's really interesting. I don't know if you found that, but that was like such a complex and like flawed character. I couldn't even like make sense of it, and I wasn't even mad about that because I don't know if you saw online, but there were a few arguments who were really were questioning how white male directors perceive black women in like media and film. Did you read anything about that?
No, I didn't read it.
Yeah, I think of it like, I always like, because I'm always like curious if there's any controversy around the film. So I just Google like film title controversy,
when
and then I go down Reddit threads.
The director is and the content of the film, totally. I always have questions.
Well, I thought it would have been, because I didn't look up the director. I thought it was by like a Mexican guy for sure.
Right.
But then I was like, okay, white man.
Yeah.
Which, whatever, that's like, whatever, like, I think like the work he is doing is really profound actually. But, people had this argument that, where did I write it? So like, black women have been like historically over-sexualized in the media and in Hollywood, and then they argued that this film like reinforced that stereotype because her character is like, incredibly sexualized. And also like, I think some people took her character as like the bad guy, the evil person, because I mean, in the end she's like incredibly, I don't want to say selfish because I think that's too like, I don't know, like just like that. I don't think it's as simple as that. But like she just doesn't even care for a child, and then people have kind of used that as an argument as like a bad representation of like black women in film. Right. Yeah. Well, but it's one of those things. I think it's like every individual can.
Everyone's gonna come at the film from their own perspectives and with their own like interpretations. I think I was like watching a video of someone talking about it, and what they said was quite interesting about like the different sort of entry points of activism that are portrayed in the film, where Leonardo DiCaprio's character, it's like in terms of intergenerational activism, and like his character is probably the first one in his family to be a part of this resistance. And so he's coming at it with this sort of, well, when he first joins, or like when he's first a part of that,
where he has like the cart or whatever, he's like dragging the cart with the explosives. He's like in the hood and he's really paranoid.
It's like that's probably his, in terms of intergenerationally, he's probably the first person to be a part of this movement, whereas her character was Perfidia Beverly Hills. You see her mom and like her family that have obviously been a part of this through their lives. So she's coming at it from when she gets to the point of like betraying them. It's like she's been putting in so much for her whole life and for her family's whole life that then it gets to this like breaking point, which kind of not justifies it, but it makes it make more sense.
I think like this whole idea of her ratting like out everyone like was like people couldn't really understand why the character had to do that, and a lot of people took it as like her saving herself, and you know she's really selfish. And I read like that people said that her revolution seems to be more based in her personal gratification than like real desire for ideological change, and maybe that does come from like it being like this generational thing, and you know she just does it because that's what she does. But I also like her like this idea of her ratting people out. So it was like, and even in the end, the other character, the other woman, what's her name?
Which other woman?
She's at the end, and she's like crying, and she's being caught at the end.
Oh god, I don't remember.
I don't remember her name at all. But she like it's like this idea that like they're always gonna get to you. Like that's what I saw someone say, and that you're always gonna rat them out. And it was even in the scene where the kids they're being like questioned about if oh god, what's the girl's name?
Willa is her name, but it's also
we'll just call
the
it
actor
Willa.
is Chase Infinity.
Yeah, it's such a cool name.
Yeah, I know, right?
I kept hearing that actually. But whether Willa has a phone, and then one of them finally rats her out, which I thought was. I think that's like a common theme. Like everyone's gonna rat someone else out to save themselves in the end.
I also thought it was interesting hearing in interviews and stuff them talking about the relationship between Perfidia and what is his name?
Bob.
Sean Penn's character.
Sean Penn.
Lockjaw. Colonel Lockjaw.
Okay, I freaking love Sean Penn.
Yeah.
Best performance of his career. That was amazing.
And the character was so like icky and unlikable, but done in the best way.
I love him.
A lot of the reviews talking about his like physicality and that
walk.
Walk that he had was crazy.
His mouth, he was doing like, I was like, that is some intense mouth acting. It was like constantly like.
No, one part when he's combing his hair in the lift and he that is the whole comb scene. And then it's like
that is actually the best thing. It's just like his little grey bits at the front because he's about to join the Christmas.
Oh my god, the Christmas Adventurers. Okay,
it was the best name ever. I just thought it was hilarious. That actually reminded me of remember like kind of the boys' club in Friendship.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what that reminded me of. I don't know. I was like when they're all singing like I want. Is that what they're singing?
What are they? Oh yeah.
They're all like singing it.
No,
I don't know. There are like lots of.
It actually killed me when they're sat around the table and he goes, "Oh, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas," because
it's so dumb.
It was, and that's why I think comparing it again to Eddington. What One Battle After Another did really well was that they didn't need to like exaggerate or even emphasize or go into deep depths of the Christmas Adventurers.
No,
they genuinely just showed snippets and it spoke volumes.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
We're already living in the world where we know who these people are, that it doesn't need any exposition or anything.
Yeah.
Just seeing them be like, Merry Christmas, you're like,
I know there's so many parallels to like reality that you're right.
And
you
that's
don't
what
need
it is.
detail.
It's the what's it called? It's like the Rorschach something test where
I think
I'm gonna explain this so badly, but it's sort of testing perception by just portraying something as it is or not swaying towards this is a positive or this is a negative or this is a hero, this is a villain. Just showing it and letting people make that decision for themselves. Is what this film does really well.
Totally.
Because obviously if there's some like person that would be the type of person to join the Christmas Adventurers and they're watching this film, they're probably gonna empathize with these characters, which obviously from our perspective we're like, this is horrible and like ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, so stupid.
But it's just portrayed there, and then you see their fate in the end, and it's like
well, exactly. Well, yeah, because like on that, I like read something, and it was like it's not a film that lays out this is important and this is why, but rather look at how absurd this is, and also this. And
yeah.
And I thought that was interesting, and I really liked that word of like, look at how absurd this is. Like, not just like, look at this. It's like, it's so absurd. It's like so freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Especially the Christmas adventurers. Like
Christmas
what even?
adventurers. Oh my god! And then at the end when he gets spoilers when he gets gassed in that room.
That really confused me actually.
Really, I was like, this is brilliant. When he shut that door, I was like, he's not coming back.
I think he was coming back with a gun because he was like this.
I just thought they were gonna lock him in there.
I knew he was done for, but I wasn't like sure how. When he was alive.
Oh my god!
I was shocked.
When he comes walking back
Oh
over
my
the hill,
gosh.
like
yeah, that's insane.
I was like,
and he still has the same walk.
yeah.
That was insane. I was not expecting him to come back at all. Should we talk about like the end of the film?
Yes.
Because that, I don't know. Okay, since you didn't see it in the cinema, but the road, like.
Oh
scene,
my god.
I felt
Yes.
nauseous for like half an hour
Okay.
after the film. I felt so dizzy watching that.
Really?
Yes, it was so intense. I was like I feel like dizzy just thinking about it.
Because
Like, the motion sickness was insane.
I didn't see it in the cinema. Sue me.
I know. It's such a
Cancel
shame.
me. I know I wanted to, but the times
Hey,
didn't allow.
times?
It's like not on in the cinema very often.
It's
so
okay.
if you want to see it, lock in. But I was listening to a podcast of them talking about it and the location scouting for that.
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
actually know how they were gonna
Yes.
end the film or
Yeah.
how they were gonna
We
do
probably,
that
like,
scene.
Where was it? The Steven
Yeah,
Spielberg?
yeah.
But actually, can we talk about how there's not many interviews at all?
Yeah.
I found it actually tricky to
No,
find
it was
like material, and then when I did find it, they were kind of talking about the same things.
Yeah, I just found other people talking about it
Yeah.
and then like picking apart. There's those people on YouTube that are like picking apart every single little Easter egg, and honestly,
Yeah, I actually
I
watched.
liked
I
that.
liked the film that. I liked the video that was like, if you care to watch it, it was like, why one battle after another felt different to other films or something. I liked that video.
Okay.
If you want to watch it.
Oh, I don't think I watched that one.
No.
I'll watch it.
But yeah, what were we saying?
Oh, the road.
Yes, they didn't know where they were gonna do
Well,
it.
you know, and then there were location scouting going
Yeah.
over these hills. If you haven't seen the film, well,
It was like
spoilers.
insane. It was like the camera was like still and I don't even
I can't
know.
remember where it was that they were saying they filmed it, but
Somewhere in
the
California.
hills are so like up and
They're
down,
so up and down.
so steep.
You can't see any like there's like
that you
really
yeah
bad
you can't
vantage
see
points.
what's over it,
Yeah.
so you have to just trust that the other cars are
That
going to
no
keep
one's there.
driving.
Yeah,
But then at this moment in the film,
it was so good.
Willa is using that to her advantage.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and she stops the car.
She stops the car and then
Boom. And then
boom.
I love the last scene where she's like with the shotgun and he's like slowly
Oh my
walking around
gosh. I
the
was
corner.
scared.
And I just love it because the entire film like is down to this point of what is she gonna do when he comes around the corner. And do you know originally it was just gonna be like the oh my god dad and then like the hug. But then I think like they shot that and then they watched it and they were like, no, because she's just found out that he's not her dad. And then she's also just found out that her mum isn't who she's been told she is. So she's got like all this thing. So she doesn't trust anyone.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I love that ending when she's like, what is it like?
She's like,
Green Acres and Beverly.
Yeah. But then she's like, who are you? Who are you?
Yeah, and you think she's gonna shoot him.
Yeah.
Like, you actually think she's gonna kill
And
him.
he's like, I'm your dad.
Oh my god, that was just like the best point in the film. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, that was crazy. I just like and you're like
When they're doing the like paternity test too.
oh, that was crazy.
I was like, what is going on?
actually there was one bit of the film I did not like, and it was when he kind of like grabbed her face and was like, you should wear more makeup.
Oh my god.
Because that to me didn't even make sense in the film. I was like, okay, this feels just like I don't know. I was like, maybe
I see what you mean, but also he was such an unlikable character that it wasn't even out of pocket. I was just like, yes.
No, and to me it felt like I don't know.
It just like didn't really fit.
No, it didn't really fit in the whole like.
Because
scheme of
also
it.
like
It just
he
was
was
like, I was
he
like,
was the one that was kind of obsessed with
The
her
mum.
mum, and like
Yeah.
she was a revolutionary. She
Yeah,
didn't have time for
totally.
makeup.
Oh yeah, you were gonna talk about their relationship before actually, Perfidia and
Oh
George's
yes.
relationship. Yeah.
So
'Cause that is really interesting. And another
it's really interesting.
interesting part of the film that people are kind of arguing about. I think. But yeah.
The like how mutual was the relationship, and was the love real? Was it a game? Was it like tactical, or was it like kind of self-indulgent?
Yeah. So for me, when I watched the film, I really like perceived it as like him abusing his power, and like she had to do this, and it was just so awful. But then I read like what other people thought, and it wasn't really in line with that. But I
thought was that it was tactical on her behalf,
Totally.
that she was just playing the system and she had this power so she could use it. But then, like, I don't know, because it kind of then went further than that, and it was like he was saying I love you and she was saying I love you too, and
like that. But that's when she was in the handcuffs in the hospital. It was that scene.
Oh, I don't even.
Where she'd just been caught for shooting the guy in the bank robbery.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just like, and then I don't know. I was like watching an interview or something, and the actor sort of was saying that like maybe it was sort of a self-indulgent thing, and like she was
saw it.
Yeah.
A lot of people did like view it like that, and like I was probably coming at it from like a really surface level perspective, and like the scenes I saw, I just kind of assumed that those were the only interactions.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot more to the relationship than I was like ready to believe, actually.
Also,
because I really wanted to love her character.
No,
so I was kind of like, nah.
And I still like didn't hate her.
No, I don't think you should hate her. I think a lot of people are really mean in like when she was like, I feel jealous of my baby, and like people are like, that's like I'm like, no, that's a really normal thing to happen like after you have a child, and I think that was actually a nice like exploration of that.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think you can judge her on that at all. There are other things you can, and then I guess her like shooting the guy in the, I think when she shoots the guy in the bank robbery, that's kind of when like the morals kind of go south. You're like, she just killed someone, because you've got these revolutionaries, but they don't actually kill anyone. Well, they don't intentionally.
Yeah. I think there was a quote somewhere. Also, like it is based off a book.
Yeah,
but it's not a direct adaptation, because what's his name, Paul Thomas Anderson was like obsessed with this book called Vineland.
Yeah, Vineland.
Which came out in 1990.
Yeah.
And anyway, the book centers around counterculture revolutionaries up against an oppressive government, and it also has that father-daughter relationship, and then also the like love triangle of like Bob's character, Perfidia, and
none of
Lockjaw.
the characters in the book are black, which I thought was interesting, and it was like meant to be the aftermath of the 60s in the 80s, but I think like one battle after another is.
It's set in the present day, which I think is quite interesting.
His
and
phone threw me.
No, but
that phone.
I think
I need a charger for my phone. I need a charger for my
That's me when I can't find my
actually, we'll talk about this thing because that's like the best thing.
No.
Oh my god, it's so freaking good.
But I think it's quite interesting the fact that it has such a strong feel of the like the like counterculture revolutionaries of the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of reflected so strongly in the present day to the point where you're like, this is genuinely actually still happening, which it is.
Yeah.
And I think that is like why this film is doing really well now, and why it
totally.
obviously has resonated so strongly with audiences at the moment.
Totally, especially with everything going on like in our in the US with like ICE. So relevant. And then even if you saw, I don't know if you saw those videos of like the protests like yesterday in Sydney and the police brutality, like that was yesterday. Oh my god, it's insane.
And some of the shots in the film genuinely felt like they'd just been like ripped from the news recently.
It was incredibly so relevant. But I actually want to talk about the character. Is it Sergio, the
Oh,
sensei.
Sergio?
Sergio? Is it Sergio?
I don't know.
He was so. Oh my gosh, that scene where he like comes into the karate place
Yeah.
and he's like so chaotic and like, I didn't find a treasure, blah, blah, blah. And then he's just like, and then he is like so present of mind, this character, that he's like this. And when he like tells him to get off the mat, I just think it's
No,
brilliant.
really, don't get off the mat. That was like the best bit.
No,
that was so
and he's
fun.
just like found out like the feds are coming to like detain all the immigrants, and
Yeah.
he's like this. And I'm like, oh my god! Like
He's like we're going to my home. Like come
Yeah.
on, we're going.
It was like-
I have a charger at home.
I thought it was so insane, and that first like when I was first watching it, I thought like. I don't know, he was used to this guy's kind of bullshit and like didn't really believe what was going on, but no, he was just like, just his way of being.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was very interesting to me.
And then they go to his house and he's like having to say hi to every member of the family and he's like, come on, we're going, come on, we're going.
And then he also apparently that like a lot of that sequence like in the, do you call it like a dojo, the karate place?
I have no idea.
In the dojo
In the
was
dojo.
like a lot of it was improvised, like heavily improvised on
That
his
doesn't
behalf.
surprise me.
Yeah,
I think
that was brilliant.
also from what I've heard of Leonardo DiCaprio in
Yes.
scenes is that he loves to make an offer.
Mm-hmm.
So I reckon a lot of the like off the cuff lines were like improv or
Yeah,
like he
totally.
proposed them.
Well, apparently Leo like will watch it back on the monitor and then propose an
And then
idea.
propose an idea.
And I actually really get that because it really like I feel like I work like visually, so I get that.
When you're like being filmed in something, I like have no gauge of what it looks like.
Yeah, I love watching things back.
I feel like I need to watch something back to know even like what I'm doing with my face. Like I have no idea.
Yeah, but like I just love that, and he's like, oh, this will work better in this, and his performance in this film is like really amazing.
I think it's amazing. I don't think it's. I don't think it's the sort of character that was like overly challenging for him.
No, but I don't know.
Like, I don't know if it needs to be a good performance. Does it need to be like so
No,
challenging
like,
or whatever? But like
But maybe like the character was so like grounded and
that it just felt like that.
Felt like that.
Yeah, maybe.
But I really thought it was like, I don't know. I thought it was quite dynamic. I thought it was quite great actually.
It was
Even
very
like
dynamic.
when he's like going through, I don't know, like Sergio, he's going through like the trap door and then he just like he yells out this random thing. It was like, I don't know, like I can't even remember. It was this stupid like quote about the revolution and he runs off. I just thought it was so good. Like I just think it was so clever. And his like long flannel shirt.
Oh my god.
Whoever dressed him is
They're, like,
brilliant.
And the sunnies.
Oh my god,
Those, like,
it was
sunnies.
like it was so good, and it was like this. What's the time?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It was
That
such a frustrating thing to watch.
The answer to the question was actually like time isn't real, but it still controls us or something. And he was like, "What are you like? Are you kidding me?" Like,
It was so good. It was such a frustrating film to watch because he had like so much time to be like. I don't know, he spent so much time being like this. You prick, like, I'm like this. Oh my god, just take the rendezvous point.
literally.
Even the thing called a rendezvous point was kind of funny. Like
No, all
it
of
was
the like espionage lingo
was
killed
so
me.
clever.
It was so funny, and I feel like it would have been the most fun to write or to come up
Totally.
with because it's like it's something that like doesn't make sense at all, but
Yeah.
it's like a life or death situation.
What was that one where he's like, well, I'm gonna, and it was like
I'm
pulling
gonna-
the black
What was
fly
it? It was
bird
like
on you or something, and then someone asked like Paul Thomas Anderson them, and he goes, I don't know.
Yeah,
It was really bad. Oh, should we talk a bit about Paul Thomas Anderson? Also,
Yes.
I love how people call him PTA. PTA.
I want to get to a point where I
G-
know
GF.
I'll put my
What's
middle
your
name
middle
in Marie.
Oh, true.
GMF.
I was about to say Mary. GMF.
That's close.
Mine would be, I would, PJE.
That's good.
Mine- mine
no,
actually
PJE is good.
Yeah,
I
I
think GMF
actually-
would never happen. PJE could.
PJE could happen. It
PJ
could have
could
GMF. GMF isn't that bad actually.
It's just like
PJ is like, but PJ is kind of our own name.
yeah, I like
PJ.
that. You should
But
go by PJ.
Yeah, it was a dream of mine for a while.
Really?
Yeah, but
Maybe
never,
I'll start.
No, don't.
PJ.
I just love like an androgynous name.
No,
that's
same.
what I love about it,
Same.
like PJ. Maybe one day Piper will be a boy's name. I really see Piper as a boy's name, but that's
You don't or you do?
No, I do.
No, I see.
think
I
it
can
actually
see that.
Could be, you could
I
call
think-
your
Yeah.
boy Piper, but
Yeah.
it's just me. Anyways, but yeah, he actually. Do you know he directed Licorice Pizza,
Yes.
which I haven't seen.
It's
like one of those films that people always tell me to watch.
The main
Guy.
girl in that
Yeah.
was in this.
Oh,
She was like, oh god, she was like also part of the revolutionaries, I think, when she was like walking into the somewhere.
I have
She
to see who it is.
she didn't say anything, but I'm pretty sure
But
that
also,
she was in it.
Do you
What's her
know
name?
his
Can't remember.
daughter, PTA's
PTA's
daughter, is one of the nuns. I don't think she says anything,
Oh.
but she's like this young girl, and he's married to Maya Rudolph. So if you
That name is really
Google,
familiar.
you'll know her face. And
Maya
I couldn't tell you what she's in, but I know her
Rudolph.
face, and I feel like
Oh,
Yeah, was
wait,
she
she was on
like
SNL
yeah, she's
for
like on
ages,
SNL,
wasn't
right?
she?
Yeah, she was in Bridesmaid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Oh, okay, she's kind of an icon, I think.
Yeah, right. But and then he has a young daughter, and her name is like Pearl Minnie.
PTA, Public Transport Australia.
I was like, what is that? What is that? PTA.
PTV.
But yeah, his daughter is Pearl Minnie. But I was actually thinking this, and like, look, she wasn't really fit for the casting. But if my dad wrote like this really big film, and you know there was a girl my age in the film, and I wasn't cast as it, oh my god, I would
You'd be
be
cut?
fuming. And she wasn't really fit for the role because she's not like half black.
Right. She was just in there for fun.
Yeah. She was just a nun, but we're just like, oh god, you'd be fuming. God, you'd be mad.
Really, I feel like
You wouldn't care.
I don't know. I feel like if my dad was a director and he was making a
I
movie,
probably wouldn't want any part of it.
I would be like, I'd be like, I'll just see it when it's done.
Whoa! Yeah, you should watch Sentimental
No,
Value.
I'm kidding.
That's what Sentimental Value is about.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Almost.
Wow.
No,
Okay. No, that was actually me. I
I'd
would
take it, but-
definitely want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
If my dad was a famous director, I would be like.
that my dad
please.
directed, but I think it would be okay. I think your tears would be
It'll
shit.
be okay.
But yeah, he's quite interesting. And
He's
he's
done a
never
lot,
really made
yeah.
an action film like this.
Wait, what else has he done? 'Cause
But Steven Spielberg said that the first hour of this film has more action than any of his films combined. So there you go.
I mean, there was a lot of action in it.
There is a lot of action. Sometimes I struggle with films with like violence in them.
When it's, I think it's just when it's like continuously loud.
Yeah.
I'm like,
There was like a gunshot that was really, oh my gosh. When the woman, she was in the, I don't remember, it was when, so she just ratted out the French 75, and the woman was in the bob wig.
that's the one that was in Licorice Pizza.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And then she was running out the door, and then she just gets shot.
No, oh,
that was
yes.
horrifying.
Yes, oh my God, I
that
forgot
was
about
like
that
the
until
first
just now.
horrifying moment. And
Yes.
when they were all getting killed, that was
But
really
also,
sad.
it was shot with such like nonchalant energy.
Yeah,
like-
well, that's, yeah.
Like you just seeing this woman like running and then
Yeah, just like normalized.
crazy.
They killed all of them, and that was really sad.
Oh wait, okay. I've also heard a lot about Boogie Nights.
Yes, I've
People
heard,
love it.
seen
I haven't
that,
seen
but that's,
it
I think that's like
either.
an iconic film.
Yes,
yeah.
I think I need to watch it.
Yeah, I would love to.
I actually was thinking about watching it the other night, and then I didn't.
Oh,
but I
okay.
didn't even realize it was
That
the
it was
same
him, yeah.
guy.
Yeah, which is really cool. Oh, but do you know this film was like a 20-year process? He said.
20 years.
But
Is
he
this-
only locked in like the last 6 to 7
Because he was
years.
he was trying to adapt the book for ages,
Yeah.
and then was like, oh,
I think it was
maybe I don't need to do a direct adaptation and hold so true to this book. I can incorporate other storylines that I've been thinking of.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I think like the idea came 20 years ago, and then 67 years ago he decided to lock in because the producer was like, yeah, let's make this happen.
But 20 years ago, for it to still be like the most relevant thing in cinemas at the moment,
Yeah, I know.
is
Well, the book was written in
insane.
1990. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
But do you also know that Leonardo DiCaprio's dad was in Licorice Pizza as George?
His dad?
Yes, he was
Who-
cast.
Wait,
in
I was
Licorice Pizza.
like finding out some interesting stuff about Leonardo DiCaprio actually.
Yeah,
I was
I didn't
like
really
tearing
look at
up
him.
his Wikipedia
So,
page.
Please tell me.
So okay, he's 51 now, which I feel
Oh,
like
he
I
was
thought he was
older.
older. I thought he was older because
Yeah.
I just think there's such a narrative of him in the media that he's this like old guy that only dates under 25-year-olds.
Which is true.
Still, probably dare I say, a bit too old to be dating under 25-year-olds.
Oh my gosh.
But
Yes.
nonetheless,
Totally weird.
I thought it was
It's
really funny
totally
in
weird.
the Golden Globes speech that whoever, I can't remember her name, that did the like roast speech at the start was like, hate to make a like under 25's joke to Leo, but that's literally all we know about you.
Yeah.
Like we don't know anything else
It's
about you.
so true, and
It
he
was so
never like
funny.
says anything about it.
No,
But
but and then he's just sitting there and he's like, well, like there's no retaliation, there's no pushback. He's just like,
no, because the facts like speak for
because
themselves.
it's
true.
he can't deny it. It's
No.
true. Okay, but anyway, so he is the only child of, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that name.
Perfect.
A legal secretary from Germany, and George DiCaprio, an American underground comics artist and distributor.
Yeah, that's who
like,
was in the
That's crazy,
film.
George DiCaprio.
There you go. So
Wow.
yeah, he's in Licorice Pizza.
So as a child, I also don't know where they're getting these facts from, but I just trust it with my life because it's Wikipedia, of course. As a child, DiCaprio wanted to become either an actor or a marine biologist. Why is
Yes.
that such a thing?
Marine biology.
Everyone wants to be a marine biologist as a
Never
child.
me, never me.
I did not
I
me
had no
either, but I feel like I
interest.
had a lot of friends
But yeah,
that
who
wanted to be
do-
marine biologists.
People like the idea of like swimming with the dolphins.
They liked the aquarium.
Yeah.
They went to the aquarium once.
I don't know about
They
that.
loved it.
I
The
feel like
people-
they like the idea of like the beach and like being at the beach, especially if you go
Yeah.
out in like Sydney and stuff and you're just at the beach.
It's
all the
just
time,
such like a random like
marine biology.
niche.
What even is it? Like
studying the
marine
The
biology.
biology of the marine. I think I'm assuming it's like coral and sea creatures.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Protecting the coral
I think it would be
reefs,
more science,
like,
and you
conserving
Yeah,
the sea life.
think. I'm sure there's a lot in
That's interesting. Anyway, obviously he did not pursue that. He chose to pursue acting because he enjoyed imitating people and impersonating
it.
characters.
That's fun.
He was also motivated to learn acting when his stepbrother's appearance in a television commercial earned him $50,000.
Oh my gosh.
So, okay.
50 grand, like,
For
whatever that was.
For a
that is
commercial too.
insane.
And that, I'm assuming that's US dollars.
Yeah, USD
That's
back at
insane.
least, like, what, 40 years
Yeah.
ago? That is crazy.
Okay, at age 11, Leonardo DiCaprio almost quit acting to pursue breakdancing.
Oh my god, I wish I did.
Because he won second place in a breakdancing
That's
competition.
amazing.
In Germany. So
That's so
go
cool.
off.
He was successful
Um,
really young.
Yes. So then at age 14, he was in like heaps of commercials. Several commercials for Matchbox cars,
Awesome.
which he calls his first role. He was also in commercials for Kraft singles, like the cheese, I think.
Oh, yeah. He's got a good commercial.
Bubble
face.
Yum and Applejack, especially as
He
a
was
child.
cutie,
yeah. He was, and then he was like the teenage heartthrob.
Yeah.
Sorry, the bed keeps like moving back, and I'm slowly
Oh,
receding into the abyss. Okay, then this also interesting. At the beginning of his career, DiCaprio had difficulty finding an agent.
there you go.
And then when he finally found one, the agent suggested that he change his name to Lenny Williams to appeal to American audiences,
I hate
which
that.
he refused to do.
Good,
And
that's
thank
so
God,
bad.
because Lenny Williams doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, not as Leonardo DiCaprio.
Lenny Williams? Who is that? DiCaprio remained jobless for a year and a half, even despite 100 auditions.
I'm sorry, a year and a half is not very
That's like-
long.
yeah.
That's actually really lucky.
These
That's
judgmental
ridiculous.
Wikipedia
Remain
people.
jobless for
What
a
do you
year and a
mean?
half. I think you'll be okay.
Well, I think he was okay.
Yeah.
He was about to give up acting, and then his father convinced him to persevere. And then he kept auditioning, and and then what? Okay, he did like 20 more commercials. Go off, probably earned bank from that.
Yeah, damn.
And then his film debut was in 1991 as the stepson of an unscrupulous landlord in the low-budget horror sequel Critters 3.
I haven't heard of that.
Apparently it was terrible.
Yeah.
And he was described as your average no-depth standard kid with blonde hair.
Oh.
And then he apparently claims that he prefers not to remember Critters 3, as it was possibly one of the worst films of all time, and the kind of role he wanted to avoid in the future.
Oh.
And then from there, his career kicked off, and
Yeah,
he's
he's
had
been
success
doing-
after success, and he's still in it.
And I'd argue like his acting's only gotten better. Like, he's so
Yeah,
good.
no, I like say what you want. He's talented.
He's pretty talented.
He's talented. He also like produces films now as well.
Yeah, he would.
Which is
He
like I
has
feel
so
like
much money.
that's a career milestone that like actors get to when they
It's like
start
when you have
producing
too
films.
much
Like
money.
Margot Robbie as well.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Emma Stone.
She produces a lot. Yeah, interesting. There you go, Leonardo DiCaprio. You know,
There you go.
he's an interesting man. But you're right. You don't really hear much about him other than the fact that he dates.
Yeah.
young.
And honestly, I don't think we need to hear anything else about him. Like I think
Yeah.
he can
Living
do
his own private life.
Yeah.
People only feel like they have the right to hear more about him because he was in like the Titanic and
Literally,
all
you know
those
I've
films
never
that
seen
people-
Titanic still.
Really?
This is terrible.
You
Every
could
time
watch
we
it,
do this,
you could not.
I say like so many things I've never seen, and I'm like, and
Titanic's good, but like
I think I need to watch it. I
just
think it's
watch
like
it.
I think
watched
it's
it
like
when I was so young.
an iconic, like
Yeah.
quintessential viewing
It's
that
pretty
I
good.
need to experience.
Yeah, it is
Maybe I'll
pretty
watch
good.
that tonight.
Yes.
The cinema.
Wait, do you want to do some letterbox reviews?
Oh, yeah,
I
let's-
haven't actually looked. Sean Penn delivers one of the weirdest walks of all time.
Yes, that's
An
what I'm saying.
Oscar-worthy weird guy walk. I do hope
What-
he wins.
What other films has Sean Penn done?
I watched a film with
'Cause
him
he's done,
recently
like,
called Mystic
lot.
River, which he's really great in. Other than that, he's in I Am Sam or something.
Never seen it.
You've probably seen it on TikTok.
On search Dune on TikTok.
If the president sees this, he will either ban movies or kill himself.
And you know what? He's
Oh,
gonna ban movies. No, he wouldn't. See, the thing is, he wouldn't get it. It's what I was saying before about the Rosh test.
Oh yes.
Like he's coming at it with his preconceived ideals that
totally.
he wouldn't get it. You know. Okay, let me.
Wait, actually, I have another question. Does she actually die?
That was what I was
I don't
also
think
wondering.
she actually dies.
I
No,
didn't
you don't
think
see
that
her
she
die,
was.
But everyone thinks she's just dead.
Everyone thinks that she's dead, but then they get that letter from her.
But that's not a new letter. I think that was...
No, I think the letter is from ages ago, but then
no one's
in the letter
questioning whether
there's
she's dead or not.
something about like she says that she pretended to be dead or
Oh,
something.
really? I
Something
didn't
like that. Well, unless I made that up. I
Oh,
couldn't make it
okay,
up.
yeah. Because
But-
that was the one thing that no one was questioning that I was like, wait.
No, I was like, where is
Is
she
she
now?
dead?
I don't think she was dead.
No, I think she's just living her life now.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
And that was why the betrayal hurt more
Yeah,
too. because
totally.
It was
She's
a
not
choice.
actually dead. Yeah.
It's like Finding Nemo if the dad was a stoner, alcoholic, and woke.
That's good. Perfidia Beverly Hills. The Semen Demon? That was gonna be my review,
That was-
Semen Demon, but I was like, nah.
Do you reckon that was in the script?
Yes.
Yes. Watching isn't enough. I need to personally lead a revolution. I don't know if that's
don't
what
know
I
if
felt
you're meant to be
afterwards,
taking
but
that from it.
oh, this is scathing. What a mess. You know when the movie has a Fortnite tie-in event, it's only using revolution as an aesthetic. Interesting. How I felt.
Damn, this man went off. He gave it 1.5 half a star, and he goes, I haven't been so offended by a movie in a long time.
I genuinely would be interested to read the book.
Yeah, I would read the book for sure.
Because
It's a good book.
I feel like whilst I mean the movie existed as a whole in and of itself,
Yeah.
regardless, and wasn't even a direct adaptation,
Mm.
but I do think that there are probably layers of context that like the director and people who had read the book had in their head that might not necessarily translate into the
Totally.
film unless you've read the book.
Yeah, a lot of people refer back to the book and read it.
Mm.
But also, it's so far from the book now that it's hard to even know if you should be referring back to the book.
That's true.
actually
Also, someone just said piano score and Sean Penn's walk 10 out of 10, and I agree.
I agree.
The score was so good.
I didn't really notice it.
Really?
actually,
I really noticed
usually
it.
a score is what like the first thing I'll notice about a film.
And some of the songs in it, and there's like a Christmas song in it.
Yeah.
And
I
oh my
wasn't
god,
paying attention to the music. That's really interesting.
the song
I'll have to
"Dirty
look back.
Work" by Steely
I don't-
Dan.
like, I
I
don't
love that song. Like immediately
Okay.
creates such a vibe.
Maybe I'll
Like
listen to
I genuinely
the score. That's so
thought
interesting.
about like putting that song in a show just purely
Just
because
because
it
you
has
love
such a it just has such a vibe.
Yeah, and you
It
should.
creates a vibe. Anyway, but the like piano score of it was really
Yeah, I'll
like
have to listen. I wasn't really paying attention actually. That's really funny. But yeah, do you think One Battle After Another is worth a watch?
I do. I think One Battle After Another is definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
I
it's
think
like-
it's relevant.
Yeah.
I think like what we've said, everyone comes at it from their own personal perspective,
Yeah.
obviously, as with all films, but
Yeah.
I think it's sort of worth seeing for yourself rather than just going off what other people are saying about it.
especially on Reddit.
And all, especially on Reddit. And also it's like an exciting, like immersive, thrilling film
Totally.
that does the like comedy action thriller action. I think that's how it's described.
Yeah,
at least on
it's a
Wikipedia.
satire, satirical.
I think it does that well.
Yeah.
And I think if you didn't like Eddington, or you felt as if Eddington was not
offensive.
grounded, then watch this and see what you think.
Totally. Yeah.
Do you think that One Battle After Another is worth a watch?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so relevant. It actually like shocked me how reflective of current society it was. And I think Leonardo DiCaprio is amazing in it. I think Sean Penn is amazing in it. I mean, all the acting is pretty great across the board. But yeah, it's such a great film. It's also probably like at the head of the Oscars race.
Yeah, I think it won 4 Golden Globes.
Yeah, it's probably gonna win
Um,
Best Picture and Best Director. I think
Yeah.
that's like the verdict at the
Interesting.
moment. But you
I
can't
don't know.
guess. Like I think it will win because I think out of all the films up, it really is the most relevant and current and like politically conscious. Like, you know, that compared to Mighty Supreme, it's like what's actually like
yes.
what's actually a reflection of
It's
what
just
film should
what
be
is
today.
what is just like unclear.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're thinking of it like the winner is the sort of pinnacle of what film should be putting out.
and I think
be
it
put out
and I actually
right now.
think it should be.
Yes, that's very true. Actually, not like what's the best.
Yeah,
movie,
because I think
which-
you
I
could
don't
go. That's all very subjective. But
It-
what is most current and I don't know, politically conscious isn't really subjective. It's
Yeah, I guess. Well,
it could
I
be.
guess if you're saying like
You're
what's
an idiot.
what's the most relevant and what is the most like impactful,
Yeah.
or yeah,
But
Yeah.
yeah.
that we'll have to see.
Anyways, thanks so much for listening or watching. It's been lovely.
It's been a dream.
It's been a dream.
Thanks for tuning in.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
I gotta get up. Follow us on Instagram at Worth a Watch Radio.
Bye.
Bye.